Welcome back to another mobility flow. We're going to focus this session all around the hips, spending a couple of minutes on each movement and going through 5 different stretches. The equipment you might find that comes in handy, 1 or 2 yoga blocks. If you haven't got any, you could use books and you may find you don't need them at all. Something to elevate your heels on. I have a slant board, but you could literally use books for your heels as well. For those of you that might have tighter ankles and hips, it will just allow you to sit more comfortably in a squat when we do that at the end. So this first movement, we'll spend a minute each side and focus on really opening up a bit of rotation in our hips. Use the wall for this one if you need to. I'm going to do this in the free space balancing on one leg so you can see. But if you're wobbling about a lot, then hold onto the wall or something to help you balance. We're going to draw one knee up towards the chest and take it out to the side. From there, rotate, sending the sole of your foot to face the wall behind you. So we're internally rotating this hip, really try and lift from the outer hip. Then take your knee behind you. So knee goes behind the center line of the body. You should feel the muscles in your bum and your hamstrings, the back of your thighs engage there. Then lower your foot down and reverse it. Go back, engage the glutes, big circle out to the side, feel your outer hip. Then we're going to rotate and externally rotate the hip. So the sole of the foot faces the floor. Bring it forwards and then lower it down. And just continue to do that on the same side. Knee comes up, flexing the foot. Take the knee out, internally rotate your hip, feel that outer hip firing up, draw it behind and lower it down. If you're finding this too challenging, just shorten the range of motion. It's something you can work towards increasing over time. Come back to the front and lower it down. And again, draw your knee up and out, internally rotate that hip, bringing it behind you, lowering it down, and then reverse, take it back. Externally rotate, bring it forwards and lower. Switching side, draw the other knee up, take it out, internally rotate that hip, drawing it behind you, lowering it down. Should be feeling quite a bit of heat building on these. But like I said, you can challenge or make that intensity more or less depending on how this feels. Great to work on that single leg balance at the same time. I'm trying not to tip and move around through my upper body too much. Really try and focus your awareness into your hips. And lower. Your arms relaxed too, it can get quite tiring for them. For our next stretch, we're going to focus on stretching out the inner thigh into the groin by coming into a frog stretch. Hands on the ground, send your knees wide, have your inner edges of your feet on the ground and just look back. Roughly your feet will be in line with your knees and knees in line with your hips. Put as much weight through your upper body as you need to get into this, and you might place a cushion under each knee just for a bit of extra support. From here, we're going to take one leg out to the side and all we're going to do is rock back and forth, and you can be up on the hands or you can be down on the forearms and just moving forwards and back, feeling that stretch all the way through the inner thigh into the hip, and just staying on this side for a minute. Breathing in and out of your nose. If you find somewhere that feels particularly tight, maybe as you send your hips back, you can stay there for an extra couple of seconds. Gently bring your knee in, and then we'll switch to the other side. Take the other leg out. Gentle rocks back and forth, see how that hip's feeling. Gently bring that knee down. Come up onto your hands. Slowly shuffle your knees in. Maybe just open your hips at the front. If it feels good, just go into a little bit of an upward dog. Rock your hips side to side. For our next stretch, we're coming into hips to hamstrings. So come into a half kneeling lunge. If you have yoga blocks, you could take those and place them either side of your front foot. And then all we're going to do is open the back hip, feel that stretch into the hip flexors. You could, and if you don't need the blocks, you can take your hands off. You could lift your chest and your shoulders up, really feel that length through the whole front of the body. We're then going to rock the hips back, pull the toes up. You can keep a bend in your front knee and then gradually maybe you'll be able to straighten it, but just see how that feels for your body. Try to think about hinging at your hips rather than rounding out like this. So it might be that you find actually if you bend your knee, you're able to tilt more at the hips, hinge better, keep your spine long and actually feel a better stretch. Test it out and see how you go. But as you come into the hips, lifting the chest and the shoulders, lengthening through that front of the body. And then as we go to the hamstrings, have a go at gently pushing your heel down into the mat as well. And just keep moving, keep it dynamic. You could also try this without the yoga blocks. It might be that you have your hands on your hips. And I love this one because you can work unilaterally, check in with both sides, notice if one side is tighter or feels weaker than the other, but also working opposing muscle groups on opposite legs, and then obviously we alternate, but getting your hips and your hamstrings. We're going to come out and go to the other side and then come back into your lunge position, placing some weight through the blocks to help. And then gradually you may find you can take your hands off. So first we're stretching and lengthening the hip flexors in that back leg. And then from there we're sending the hips back, working into the hamstrings. You can just have the blocks where it feels kind of comfortable for you. So as you come up, just try and lift the chest and shoulders. As we go back, really focus on trying to hinging. It's kind of like you're pushing your bum back towards the wall behind you, tilting your pelvis forwards. And then obviously we can bend that knee to help gradually over time, perhaps straighten it. As we're going into the hamstring stretch, gently push your heel down into the ground. You're going to feel quite a bit more heat in the back of that thigh. Just a point on balance, if you are struggling, you could also try hooking your back toes, and that may also help. When you're ready, bring yourself out, shake your hips out. We're going to move into a downward dog from here and then alternate lunging side to side so you can open both hips and keep it dynamic. Go into a downward dog by hooking your toes, lifting your hips, opening your chest. You can keep a deep bend in the knees. If your hamstrings allow it, you could have a go at straightening through one leg and then the other. Don't worry if you can't get your heel down. It might be your calves as well that feel tight. So just start by just walking through the feet a little bit, alternating side to side. As we lunge, you may find it takes one or more steps for you to get your foot up outside your hand. So see how you go. A step our right foot up outside our right hand. And then literally from there, go back to a downward dog. Then step the left foot and take it back. And just keep alternating. You might find using blocks on the lowest side, as long as they're not going to slip on your mat, may help in terms of getting that foot up higher and also having the support under the hands, especially if you're feeling like it's all going through the lower back or it feels tight. So just keep alternating. Lengthen your spine, lift your eyes as you're in that lunge. Send it back. If you want to spend a bit more time here in between, that is fine. You can do this without the yoga blocks as well, and you can keep them there if you need them, but we're going to add a twist. Step your foot up, and then your inside arm reaches up. This way we get into the spine as well. If you need to send your back knee to the floor, that's fine. So that would be back knee down, and then reach. From there, lower your knees to the mat. We're going to spend this time in a squat. As I said at the start, you could elevate your heels. I have a slant board here, and if I just stand on that, I might find that I can get into a deeper squat, spend a bit more time here, a bit more comfortable. You can still move around in it. We can still add in some rotations side to side, which is what we'll be doing in the squat on the ground as well. So find a variation that makes sitting in your squat feel accessible. And if you can sit in a squat without elevating your heels, give that a go as well. And as we're here, we are going to move around in our squat, working into the ankles, moving side to side. Maybe have a go at going knees to the mat, stretching your toes more, using your hands to help go back into the squat. And then we're going to add some rotation as well. We're going to add a reach. Bring that hand down and just alternate side to side. A bit more rotation for our spine. And just make sure that if this is feeling almost impossible to send your arm back, I want you to be able to follow it with your eyes, and you can just draw the elbow back. Bring it forwards like this. Remember, having that elevation may be something for you to try and see if this then feels more accessible as well. How narrow can you go in your squat as well? And if you fall backwards, that's fine. Use your hands to come up, or have a little go at just trying to come up without your hands. Keep it dynamic, keep it playful. And maybe a bit of a yogi squat. Bring your palms together, knees drive, or elbows drive the knees open. Knees are tracking the toes. Close your eyes, see how the hips are feeling. Notice if you feel tension into the shins, feel the toes spread and the weight distributed throughout the whole foot. Just trying to gradually get more comfortable with this position. If it feels really uncomfortable to stay here for long periods of time, just do it in little intervals and have little breaks. Gradually work to build up your tolerance for being here. We want to get to the point this does feel like a more natural position. But again, that is also why I said elevate your heels, because it may just help you stay there a bit longer, which is good for your joints to get them into that full range of motion. When you're ready, bring yourself out of your squat, however's comfortable. Thank you for joining me for another mobility flow. I hope your hips are feeling a bit happier for that one. Pop me a little message in the comments. Let me know how you got on with that flow. Let me know if there were any issues that you ran into or you struggled to do any of those movements. And if there's anything in particular that you really want some help with to work on, just let me know in the comments as well. Maybe that'll be the next video. Thanks for being here, and I will see you for the next flow.